Good day everybody, my name is Awesomecrunch and welcome to the top 10 scariest creature sounds in Subnautica. Now it's been a while since I last did a top 10 video, so hopefully you guys enjoy this one as much as you did enjoy my older ones. This list is based purely off personal opinion, and if you disagree with the ordering of the list or think I've missed anything out, tell me in the comments below because I'd be interested to see your opinions on it too. So, starting off at number 10 we have the Mesmer. Now these small colourful creatures don't look as if they'd be particularly scary at first glance, but don't glance for too long, because you'll get caught in its hypnotizing powers. Mesmers also have the power to give the player auditory hallucinations, which include the player's PDA telling us to swim closer as it pulls us in to its small but powerful jaws.
Swim closer. Swim closer now.
So the next creature on the list in at number 9 is the sand shark. Now, while they may not be the most aggressive or dangerous species of shark in this game, they are likely to be one of the first predators you encounter after venturing out of the safe shallows. They spend much of their time submerged under deep sand of the grassy plateaus, and it's not until you get within their range that you realise the threat lurking beneath you. From far away you can often see sand sharks chasing prey and diving into the sand, growling and grunting as he goes. If you haven't played Subnautica before, this creature would certainly make you think twice before venturing into the red grass. At number 8 we have the Ctrader. These giant tripods slowly stride their way down their migration path through the Grand Reef and leave a trail of poop on their way. As they walk, the Ctrader makes a variety of idle grunts and calls, but as you get closer, they become defensive and use their front leg, which acts as a kind of spear, to push the player away and give the Treader some personal space. As they become more aggressive, they use this leg to stomp the ground to intimidate the player into leaving them alone. These creatures are heavily armoured and mostly peaceful, as long as you respect their personal bubble. Coming in at number 7 is the crab squid. These huge, four-eyed solitary creatures wander around in deep and dark biomes such as the blood kelp, the deep Grand Reef and the Lost River. They can be observed chasing after small prey such as the spinefish. They have the ability to walk on the seabed, swim around, and they also have the special ability in which they can shut down electrical items such as sea moths, exosuits, and even sea-based power with a short but powerful EMP blast. Interestingly enough, the sounds for the crab squid were created using the sounds of a creaking door, dolphins, and a stock alien sound. You often hear these before you see them, which in biomes with very limited visibility can be extremely unnerving. Number 6 is the bone shark. These highly armoured carnivorous predators are some of the most aggressive fauna in the game and will actively hunt the player when within range, especially if they're guarding their eggs. They are often found in packs of 3 and 4, and if you can't get away from them quickly, you most likely won't survive the experience. As they pounce on the prey, they growl and snarl, and they will not back down from a fight. Often the last thing your player will see at night is the glowing green eyes of the vicious bone shark. Next up on the list at number 5 is the Reefback. Now luckily these gentle giants are completely harmless, but to a new player these behemoths may seem to pose a threat to the comparatively minuscule player. Reefbacks are the 4th largest life form in Subnautica and they have the sounds to match. They only make sounds when there are other reefbacks in the vicinity, but they often travel in groups of more than 2, and so it's not rare at all to hear the low frequency calls echoing throughout the ocean. At number 4 we have the Warper. This creature is extremely story-based, so if you don't want story spoilers, pause and skip to the time marked on screen now. Spoilers in 5, 4, 3. Created by the Precursors, Warpers are some of the most interesting fauna on the planet, made up of an existing life form mixed with Precursor technology. Their main purpose is to kill any creature, including the player, infected with a certain level of the Corabacterium. These biomechanical beasts warp around the ocean, scanning and killing hundreds of infected creatures, and along with this horrible creation, there are some horrible sounds. At a later stage in the game, you even receive a radio broadcast from a warper as it scans and rips apart an unsuspecting victim.
Mode. Hunting. Analyzing. Destroyed.
Before I reveal the top 3, here are a couple of honourable mentions. The crab snake is a long, vicious, serpentine creature which lives in the jelly shroom caves where it spends its time hiding inside jelly shrooms waiting to snatch its next victim. The screams of the crab snake can be heard throughout entire caves, and you often don't see one until it's too late. The gasopod, while not being an aggressive creature, will be one of the first creatures you hear when you enter the game. From inside your life pod, you can hear the gasopods laughing and snorting, which to a new player can be extremely unnerving to hear, especially so early into the game. So coming in at number 3 is the Sea Dragon Leviathan. At the moment they are the second largest aggressive creature in the game and the third largest overall, so it is not a surprise that they have quite the bellow when it comes to creature sounds. The distinctive roar of the Sea Dragon Leviathan is likely to be the first sound you hear upon entering the lava zone as it echoes through the entire biome. Not only are they intimidating in size and sound, they can also spit fireballs and eat the player in a single bite. When you hear one of those, you know you have to be prepared for a bloody battle. At number 2 we have the Reaper Leviathan. Likely to be the first Leviathan the player encounters in Subnautica, the Reaper Leviathan has possibly the most recognisable and terrifying scream in all of Subnautica. 22 Reapers are dotted in many places around the map, in contrast to the Sea Dragon which can only be found alive in lava zones. So if you somehow manage to miss one on your way to the Aurora, you're almost definitely going to stumble upon one elsewhere in the world. The sound of the 5th largest lifeform in the game really packs a punch and will leave you considering whether what you're really doing is worth the risk posed by the vicious Reaper Leviathan. Finally, coming in at number 1, the Ghost Leviathan. An adult Ghost Leviathan measures in a massive 107 meters in length, making this beast currently the second largest creature in the game and the largest aggressive lifeform on the planet. The screams of the Ghost Leviathan shake many people to their bones, and recently added special effects create an even more terrifying experience when being attacked by one. There are currently 6 Ghost Leviathans which spawn naturally in the game, 3 of which are based in the Lost River, while 2 others spawn in the Grand Reef and 1 in the Northern Blood Cult Zone. What makes this creature all the more terrifying is that they now also spawn in the Void to stop players from venturing too far away from the edges of the map. With just 1 bite, the adult Ghost Leviathan can inflict 85% damage on a player with full health, leaving only 1 more bite needed to finish off the job. So guys, that's the end of this top 10 list, and I hope that you did enjoy it. If you did, remember to give it a like and subscribe if you're new. Ta-ra, my friends.